I find out that this was trying to sacrifice my son. Everybody keeps coming for my child, and now this witch says she's gonna sacrifice him to her voodoo idols.
So apparently, Beyonce is being accused again of doing black magic. Now here's what I'm gonna say. Everybody ain't lying. I spent probably a week doing research on all the people that they were connected with, and all of them are connected to some sort of black magic, some sort of witchery, okay?
Out of nowhere, the celeb world just flipped again because a new wave of rumors popped up and everybody's losing it. The timeline is buzzing like someone dropped a secret bomb, and all eyes suddenly locked onto Beyonce, with people spreading all kinds of wild claims. The story floating around is that some folks are accusing Beyonce of messing with spiritual stuff, and people are saying, everybody can't be making this up. The way the internet talks, you'd think there's a whole secret network out here doing rituals or something. It's getting louder every hour. But things really exploded when people started claiming that Nicki Minaj has been convinced for months that Beyonce is somehow targeting her and her family. These are online rumors that nothing verified. But the way they're spreading is wild. People have been whispering about tension between Nicki and the Carters for a long time, but right now it's being described like the quiet drama finally snapped into something full on. The internet is calling it a straight-up celebrity standoff, and everyone's watching like it's a movie. According to the chatter online, Nicki supposedly thinks Beyonce has been involved in spiritual practices for years and that she's being punished for speaking out. Again, this is all speculation from people on the internet, nothing confirmed, but it's fueling a massive firestorm.
Listen, real quick, MTV is petrified because they got a couple calls yesterday, and people were saying, what if Nicki says this and if Nicki says that? And I said, it's okay, MTV, I can control my.
There are also claims floating around that Jay-Z is tired of his name getting dragged into this, and people online are saying he might be ready to clap back legally. If that happens, this would turn into one of the biggest celebrity clashes we've seen in a long time. So now people are debating whether Nicki is stressing herself out over rumors, or if she truly feels like someone is coming for her. The streets love a messy theory, and this one is spinning out of control fast. One thing about Nicki Minaj is that she never backs down from anybody, especially not Jay-Z or Beyonce. She's always been bold with her opinions, and she'll speak her mind no matter who gets upset. But this situation is getting deeper than regular shade or normal celebrity feuds. Right now, the internet is buzzing like Nicki feels her family is being dragged into something she never signed up for, and that's why the conversation is hitting so hard. This whole thing is turning into a storyline nobody expected. People online are acting like they just discovered something new, even though Beyonce has been dealing with spiritual-based accusations for years. Every few months, someone tries to paint her as some kind of mystical mastermind, so none of these rumors are surprising. But the twist this time is different because the claims floating around involve family, and that's why folks are calling it shocking. Up until now, the internet talk has mostly stayed around adults in the industry, never kids. So when people started saying Nicki Minaj believes Beyonce is somehow tied to anything involving Papa Bear, the reaction was instant. Whether the rumors are exaggerated or completely false, the buzz they caused was huge. To be fair though, Nicki did throw the first spark a while back when she brought up Beyonce's kids during her heated situation with Desiree Perez and Jay-Z.
Listen, Nicki Tanya, Mariah Petty, I've done some amazing work in my time. I've changed the game and rearranged the game and, you know what I'm saying, body shamed the game and then came again, okay? So listen, sometimes Onika just want to hear Onika. You feel me? Don't mean see him in the street and kick them right in my throat. And then do motion, okay?
She went on social media and dropped a post saying, "Camel and rats, we are not fazed by botted tweets and bots in the comments. That's precisely why you broke. Now Desiree got Phyllis since I said she ugly. Now she uglier. Okay, Camel, let's talk about your kids today. That's on the docket Ninja Shuffle's papers. She was going off like she had nothing to lose. This was the same moment where Nicki and Cardi were going back and forth about each other's families, and things got messy real fast. In the middle of that chaos, Jay-Z also caught some heat because Nicki tweeted something like, "Jay-Z, take off that lace front." And Jay-Z got mad that I wouldn't give him a beat that I already had legal paperwork for. The song I did with Weeknd on Queen, he said it's Beyonce beat and Hoon just laid down and let them take it and then sue me for making a similar beat. She wasn't holding back at all. Now, normally Jay-Z and Beyonce ignore most online drama, but once their kids get pulled in, everything changes. Everybody knows the Carters move super private and they protect their family at all costs. And people still remember when they almost took legal action against Kanye after he made offensive comments about their twins online. Kanye had tweeted things questioning whether anyone had seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids and posted another comment suggesting scientific methods were a blessing. The posts were harsh and unnecessary, and even though he deleted them later, he admitted he only removed them to keep his account from being flagged. He made it clear he wasn't apologizing, which made the situation even more chaotic. All of this history is exactly why people think the current tension might spike even higher.
Press you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
Not
You see, it
you.
ain't no name I won't name. My mama ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah. I'm Christian too.
Michael Jordan. What about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby.
Anytime the Carters' kids get dragged into drama, even through rumors, everything becomes a whole different level of serious. People still talk about the moment Kanye admitted he only deleted those posts about Jay-Z and Beyonce's family because he didn't want his account shut down. He literally said it wasn't because he suddenly felt like doing the right thing, which made the whole situation even louder online. It had everybody saying, "Wow, so he really meant every word," and it set the stage for a major fallout. According to reports, Jay-Z and Beyonce were caught off guard that Kanye went after their two youngest kids in such an aggressive all-caps rant. People close to them were saying the couple was stunned that someone they once trusted would even bring their family into something like that. The talk online was that they were seriously considering how to respond, whether behind the scenes or through legal channels. They didn't end up taking him to court, but after that drama, Kanye's public image went downhill fast. He had to circle back and apologize to some of the very people he had thrown shade at, which showed how messy the whole moment really was. And on the internet, people started whispering that Beyonce wasn't playing any games when it came to protecting her children, adding all kinds of extra layers to the story. Those same gossip circles then started saying that if Beyonce could allegedly stand her ground like that with someone she once considered close, then things could get even hotter if Nicki keeps pushing. Again, all rumors, nothing proven. But the way the streets talk, they turn everything into a whole storyline in seconds. Nicki, for her part, hasn't exactly been holding back either. She's been dropping shade toward Jay-Z and Beyonce for a while, and she says the root of the tension is that Jay-Z supposedly tried to cut into her money. She even tweeted something like, "Beef calculated about 100 to 2 million. For Jay-Z, call me to settle this karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest. You still on my top 5 though? Let's get it, ninjas."
Son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And this truth.
That tweet had everyone confused and entertained at the same time. Nicki also claimed she wanted to use some of the money she says Jay-Z owes her to help some of her supporters pay for school, calling it her Student of the Game charity. That just added more fuel to the belief that the tension between them has been brewing for a long time. And honestly, Nicki has thrown shade in her music too. In her verse on the remix with Doja Cat, she said, "Why you talking about who body fake? With all them feelings in your face, you just full of hate. The real one ain't keep your ninja home. Now you looking silly that's worried to sell a clown. She knows how to cut deep when she's ready, and she puts it right in the lyrics. So now the internet is watching like it's a live drama series, waiting to see how far this feud goes and who's ready to clap back next. Fans caught on fast when Nicki dropped that shady line, especially because it came right after Beyonce's verse on Savage. The timing had people screaming because Beyonce had just delivered that confident line about showing some real, and Nicki popped up with something that sounded way too pointed to be a coincidence. The internet was acting like they solved a whole mystery overnight. And let's be real, Nicki knew exactly what she was doing when she made that comment about someone's body not being enough to keep their partner home. That didn't sound random at all. It felt like she pressed send with full intention, especially since everyone remembers the Lemonade era and the conversations it sparked. Add in the fact that Nicki had her own moment with Megan too, and fans instantly linked all of it together. But that wasn't the only time people felt she was throwing shots. In her song Press Play, Nicki mentioned Beyonce's name directly and said something like, "They said, why can't you? Beyonce, daddy wasn't no businessman. Mama wasn't no business owner. What an idiot." That line had everybody clutching their phones like, she really said that? It was bold, messy, and unforgettable. Then came the 2023 VMAs, and Nicki added even more fuel to the fire when she said something that sounded like she believed Jay-Z and Rock Nation were pushing MTV to make certain decisions. That comment had the whole internet debating whether she was exposing something or just stirring the pot on purpose. Nicki didn't stop there either. She also threw shade at Megan Thee Stallion, implying Jay-Z was boosting her up to comfort Nicki. In one tweet, she went straight for Megan and wrote something like, "B thinks she a bully, cause she got a ROC Nation brunch every year. Be mad at Party. He told all your tea, but you taking shots at my family. Get up on your good foot. Go apologize to your mother and nasty serpents." That tweet alone could have been a whole episode of reality TV. And when Beyonce stepped into her cowboy era earlier this year, Nicki was right there tossing more shade. A fan tweeted a throwback cowgirl clip, and Nicki replied with a side-eye emoji like she was sending a message loud and clear. People instantly ran with it. Things got even louder when someone posted a photo of Nicki on stage, and she clapped back with, "The bull I ride is not mechanical." Everyone knew what that meant instantly. It was a direct nod to Beyonce's viral performance where she rode that mechanical bull like she was in a full rodeo showdown. Fans were screaming because Nicki definitely wasn't being subtle. This whole back and forth energy has turned into one of the messiest celeb tensions online, and fans are analyzing every lyric, every emoji, every tweet like it's a coded message. When Nicki jumped on Station Head and played Beyonce's Flawless, fans thought it was a peace offering at first. People started celebrating like the feud was magically over. But Nicki shut that down quick because she made it clear that playing a song doesn't mean everything is cool behind the scenes. She wasn't about to let people spin the narrative. And while Beyonce stayed silent through all of this, guess who didn't stay quiet? Solange. Everybody knows Solange is not the person you want stepping into a situation because she moves with a different level of energy. Even Jay-Z learned that in the past, so when she steps in, people take notice instantly. Right around the time Nicki was talking loud online, Solange posted something that looked like a spiritual setup, almost like an altar, and then turned the comments off. That alone had the internet losing its mind because it felt like a warning without her saying a single word. It was one of those message received moments. Fast forward to now, and fans are still discussing Nicki's comments involving Beyonce's children. At this point, she's probably wishing she never said anything involving the Carter kids because the internet refuses to let it go. The rumor mill is spinning nonstop, and people online are making all kinds of claims. Right now, the streets are saying that Nicki believes Beyonce allegedly put some kind of spiritual energy toward Papa Bear. And that's why people online started pushing this whole "he's mute" rumor.
I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim?
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about.
Again, these are internet rumors only. Nothing confirmed, nothing factual, just wild chatter that people love to repeat. Even Nicki hasn't provided anything solid. It's all speculation and dramatic gossip. I'm not saying Beyonce did anything or didn't do anything. The whole idea is extreme on its own. But Nicki should have known better than to involve Beyonce's kids in any shade, because once kids are mentioned, things always spiral. Even if it wasn't Beyonce reacting, karma alone will spin the block when it wants to. And let's not forget, Beyonce has been dealing with these occult and witchcraft accusations for years. Not confirmed, just stuff people on the internet love to spread. A lot of it came from her former drummer, Kimberly Thompson, who made some loud claims that lit up entire gossip pages. According to reports, Kimberly said she believed Beyonce was targeting her through dark magic, harassment, and even spells. She also claimed Beyonce was watching her phones and messing with her money. Those accusations went viral instantly, even though none of it was ever proven. This is why fans think Nicki fed into the same rumor pool, because the internet never forgets old claims, even when they're questionable. Now, everything Nicki says turns into a new theory, and people just run with it like it's a full investigation. Kimberly Thompson has always stood firm on her claims, even though nobody really understands why she believes a global superstar would allegedly focus all that energy on her alone. She insists everything traces back to Beyonce, and she even went live on Instagram trying to lay everything out. The internet ate it up instantly because anything involving Beyonce turns into a full storm. And people definitely haven't forgotten when Kanye went off back in 2022, accusing Jay-Z and Beyonce of all kinds of wild, unproven things. The drama was everywhere. Then Jaguar Wright jumped in during her interview with Piers Morgan and tossed out her own rumor claiming Beyonce was somehow tied to Aaliyah's passing. Again, all unverified talk. But it made the online chaos even louder. Nicki has probably seen all these accusations floating around the internet, which makes it even crazier that she keeps pushing at them the way she does. Now the rumor mill says she's scared and trying to flip the situation by saying she wants to expose Jay-Z and Beyonce once and for all. It's turning into a circus, but insiders are saying something completely different. They claim Beyonce and Jay-Z are confused just like everyone else. Word on the streets is they don't understand why Nicki has been going at them for years, and they supposedly feel blindsided by the whole thing. People used to dismiss Nicki's rants as stress or bad timing since she's always denied using anything harmful, but this latest set of claims has crossed a line in a major way. Rumors online say Jay-Z is finally considering clapping back legally. Talks of a potential defamation lawsuit are floating everywhere, along with whispers that he might try to get a restraining order and even a gag order so Nicki can never speak about his family again. If that's true, things are about to escalate fast. Right now, Nicki has gone from throwing little shots to diving into full spiritual war talk, and the whole industry is holding its breath. If even half of what she's saying about Beyonce turned out to be true, it would flip the entire celeb world upside down. But if none of it sticks, then Nicki might have poked the wrong empire and made herself look wild in the process. Jay-Z is allegedly gearing up with lawyers. Beyonce is staying quiet but powerful like she always does. And somehow Papa Bear's name has ended up right in the middle of one of the biggest feuds the internet has ever seen. Right now, it feels like Nicki is standing in the middle of the storm all by herself. And the whole world is watching to see what happens next. Either she's finally saying things people were too scared to speak on, or she just lit a match in front of the Carters with no real escape plan. Whatever it is, this situation is nowhere close to being finished. Every new rumor, every post, every comment is turning this into a bigger showdown than anyone expected. It's given full-on celebrity battlefield energy, and both sides have millions of eyes locked in to see who moves next. And honestly, the way things are going, the next chapter might get even wilder than everything we've already seen. This isn't just drama anymore. It's turning into a storyline that the whole internet refuses to look away from. Before you dip out, make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss what happens next, because this saga is only getting hotter. And check out the video popping up on your screen. It's loaded with even more celebrity drama you need to hear. See you on the next one.